Mic check, live from LA. Got Smart and Mild in the house.
What it do, boys and girls? How y'all doing?
Yo, we're doing great.
Man, like today is one of those episodes. We're just gonna go with the flow. You know, we're
Yeah.
go with the flow. We got some topics to talk about. You know, I'm pretty excited. We got many things to talk about. Just personal things to talk about. Topics to talk about. Big episode that we filmed before.
Yeah, monster episode today.
Big episode coming out in the future. Big interview.
That's right.
We always have big things coming. That's what I really like about our show.
Well, it's rolling forward.
It's rolling forward. We have a big interview with another special person, very special person coming on board with us, and we just want to continue interviewing, having our conversations, interviewing really cool people that they're on the up and coming, and people that we go around LA we think are dope or wherever they are,
right?
Man. And we're just excited. We're just excited for where this podcast can grow, and we're just really pumped. And also, we might be doing some more podcasts as well. You know, might be expanding our network a little bit. Maybe.
Oh, it's gonna be growing.
Growing like crazy.
The podcast universe.
Buy the dip, because we're very low right now. But trust me, it's going all the way up. The question is how fast, and I think we'll find out. We were sure to find out.
Keep that speed up. It's been good.
Sure to find out. What up, Reddit? How you doing? If you guys are seeing us from the side right now, come check out us on YouTube. Our Instagram, our Spotify, our Apple podcast. Check us out there. This is just our live stream happening over here. All good stuff ready to go. So the first thing I just saw on my thing right now, I don't want to talk too much about politics, but Mitch McConnell says bipartisanship is over, and I believe him.
Yeah, though, it's been politics for the last 4 years, 5 years
weirdo
now.
Shit, man.
So I would agree with him.
I don't want to get too much into the politics side because it just gets really annoying, and I don't really know what I'm talking about anyway. But it's just like it was already kind of like dicey. You know what I mean? Like people, the parties weren't really working together, and now like that's the only truth I've ever believed him say. Like when he says bipartisanship is over, that means that when he says he's not going to work with the other side, shit ain't gonna work from the other side.
That's a good negotiation tactic.
Oh yeah, great.
Because they're all stuck in the same spots. They're all going back to the same coffee shops, the same bars, the same strip clubs, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And they're hanging out while they're dividing us.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Our separation allows them to have jobs.
Yeah.
And so they like to make us seem like we need them.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they do that is through, hey, the other side isn't listening. You need to shove me in there for I can push this down their throat. Right.
I feel like Democrats and Republicans are like the Lakers and the Clippers. Like one of them are always playing victim, and one of them saying like, "Oh, well, we're the woke or we're not the woke side. We're the right side. We're the team to root for. We have the resources and the things and the whatever." And then that team loses, and they go like, "Oh, you victimizes us. We have our players are hurt, and how come you dare da 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 da?"
It just immediately turns.
Yeah, like you tampered with Kawhi Leonard to get Steve. You tampered with Steve Ballmer to get Kawhi Leonard. Da 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 da. All this BS. It's always something with these MFers. We're tired of it. It's all nonsense, and they need our beef so they can go back to the houses in Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
So
Stacey Abrams, she just got caught. She bought 2 houses for $1.4 million.
No way.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
And then she claimed a bunch of debt last year.
Oh yeah. That's interesting. When you're a politician, you can't be rich. You can't have a net worth of anywhere over $5 million. You have to be normal.
Well, what's always funny is I think it's weird when someone does come up with Stacey Abrams and say, "Hey, how'd you get that money?"
Yeah.
Do a speech, write a book, blah blah blah. That's how it happens.
Yeah. Seriously.
Politicians have to get paid the same way that pastors do.
Yeah.
In the sense that it has to come through speaking engagements, books.
Yeah. Showing up.
All these little different things. And to think that these people aren't getting paid.
Yeah.
If that's ever like the headline surprise. What are we talking about?
Well, 100%.
Of course you're getting paid. If you're in the public eye, you can make the money.
Right, and Stacey Abrams is very popular, and also like and also like there's these people, yeah, like you said, they're getting paid by all these like different engagements, and at the end of the day, they need to feed their family and feed their future family.
Yeah.
Like God forbid, Stacey Abrams, she's gonna make a name for herself, and she has grandkids or whatever. Her grandkids needs to know that her impact, later on down the line. And that includes the house that it is. All that pantomiming is great. Oh, there we go. Pantomiming. We love pantomiming. It's fun.
Right here.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us know. We really appreciate our Reddit audience. A lot of times, our Reddit audience lets us know our issues.
That's the reason we kind of have you on. One, because this is Smart and Mild Podcast.
Smart and Mild Podcast. Yeah.
We're talking about smart things, some mild things. We want to be a mild guy and a smart guy, making it happen.
Yep.
But there's some hypocrisy that comes out of my mouth and yours all the time. And Reddit keeps us fact checked.
Yep.
And so, right. and if you're on YouTube, you need to fact check us. Jump in the comments, make it happen.
Yeah, let's
like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell while you do it. So say, I hate you, Cam. I hate you, LJ. But then.
But give us a heart at the end of the sentence. Yeah. So we know it's coming from love. That's
what's really important.
That's all we ask.
Ring our bell.
So thank you, Ginger, my buddy. I really appreciate you.
Ginger is our buddy.
Ginger is our buddy. He's great. Or he or she or my they whatever.
You can go to Smart and Mild on YouTube and you can find us. We're not live right now, but we will post this in a few days, and it's going to be beautiful for you.
Yeah, and like we mentioned in the earlier part of the episodes, we have a couple of episodes coming out. It's going to be really big. So, so moving on. So I wanted to talk about this fucking what's her first name? Sha'Carri Richardson, the fucking Reed thing. Okay, she's a Olympic track athlete.
She's the athlete America needs right now.
100%.
She's smoking drugs,
smoking weed,
she's doing her thing,
smoking weed and running 100 meters. I mean, like killing the record, and breaking the record.
Now, I would say a prayer for like her family and stuff because her mom passed away.
Of course.
But the fact that she even had to blame it on her mom, this girl's not just smoking weed to get over her mom. She's smoking drugs.
Dude. I mean, first of all, you hear the story. She found out from a reporter. Like a reporter told her that her mom passed away. Okay. So first of all,
that's brutal.
That's
a dirty move.
Extremely brutal, dirty, disgusting. Right. So obviously, big shock, big sadness. Big. Big anxiety from that. And you go home and smokes a little bit of weed. It is what it is. Now
she's always smoking the weed though.
And that's okay, And listen, I get it, but at the same time, we understand. Of course, cannabis was on the Olympic list. That too.
What was her first name?
I think it's Sha'Carri. I think it's her name.
Oh, Shari. Yeah.
Sha'Carri. Yeah. Richardson. And I mean, like, we get it, but like at the same time, it's like, damn, man, like, can we have like some type of like maybe a fine penalty? Like, weed is not going to make you any faster as an athlete. There's no chance, no way. Like even if you smoked it yesterday, last week, and the day of, it's not. Trust me, I guarantee you, it's not going to make a faster runner at all. Like,
you wouldn't think so.
It wouldn't. I'm telling you, it wouldn't. And like, and I'm an advocate for weed. Like, we can do many magical and wonderful things. I'm telling you, it will not make you a faster runner. Okay, so I get it from the Olympic thing, and I get the perspective of like, yeah, Olympic IOC has always been racist and all this shit, but like, listen, this girl, this with the long nails and the orange hair, we needed her in Tokyo.
Well, and she was about to be like the Cardi B at track.
100%.
And if you look at this picture, tell me something about this picture.
I know she smokes weed. She has nipple rings.
She's got double nipple piercings. You don't think she's smoking blunts before and after? This is the athlete we needed in America.
She got tattoos, orange hair, long ass nails as she's booking, and she got fucking jewelry as she's booking it past the motherfuckers. That's embarrassing. And she's smoking a blunt while she's fucking running past you, like smoked you. And that's who we need.
Yeah,
that's America right now.
Yeah, this is how America does it.
It's America right now. So I mean, my God, it's almost a freaking shame that she's not running for us in Tokyo, and she got pulled from the relays. What a shame!
And could you imagine just the whole Olympic Village must be sad that she's not there.
Oh, dude,
because she was ready to turn it out.
She's ready to turn it up because she's gonna bring the win. Like Sha'Carri's gonna bring the dro, and we're gonna fucking go ham after this.
I like it how. But she is funny, and the reason she is like such a perfect American representative right now is she doesn't know how to turn it down at all. When the media was coming at her, being like, "Hey, this or that," she tried for a second, to be like, "Hey, this is about my mom," blah blah blah. But then after they would test her on it, she's like, "I'm not gonna stop."
No,
and I think that unfortunately, she's not even gonna be on the relay team anymore.
Shame.
Because of her ultimate resistance of you're not going to stop her. But that is like the most American thing to do, which is you're going to try to stop me. You're going to try to mold me into something. F you. I'm going to keep on doing my thing.
In matter of fact, shout out Sha'Carri Richardson for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, we got a big announcement. We got the curly-headed overlord.
We got a big announcement. Please come on in. Please come on in. And I feel like I should not be the person to make this announcement. I feel like y'all should be the people to make this announcement.
Yeah, well, so
big announcement.
The reason that some of the things haven't posted lately is the fact that we have been busy planning something outside of Elof's knowing, but we got some bling on the finger.
Oh!
Yeah.
The curly-headed overlord and the Stead are getting married.
Put a ring on it. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, she can't get sassy with me when she hears that Beyonce song anymore. She can't be throwing that at me anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Put your hand down.
Yeah. She
locked up.
Because he put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah. And my man, my man LJ like pulled some secretly like smooth stuff, and then my man did a good job. Did he do a good job?
Gucci.
He did a good job. Shout out my boy LJ. Shout out my boy LJ.
But I can tell you, all men, you have to call best friend, call sisters, get some females involved that know that loved one.
Yeah.
To be able to make it happen for you.
Yeah.
Because that's how you really round the edges to make it look right.
Right.
It was perfect.
This was not all male understood event. I got some girls, my little sister involved, her older sister. My mom came in late. I didn't tell mom till day of though.
Oh, okay.
I wanted that to be a surprise.
Okay.
But I knew that I couldn't hold that surprise past my mom any longer.
Of course.
So it was good. Beautiful thing.
Yeah. Oh, because mom, everyone needs to know. Mom needs to know. So we're gonna give a shout out to the couple.
So the curly-headed overlord is locked up.
Curly-headed overlord is no more. She's definitely here. The curly-headed overlord is locked up, locked in, and she's staying with the crowd. She's staying with the crew.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. It's great.
So those, dirty little Reddit fans, you can stop DMing her. You come through me.
Yeah.
You DM me.
Yeah.
You're wondering what she's up to.
Yeah, because we know, like, every time she shows up on camera, it's like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? The curly-headed overlord. And I'm sorry, but people have Reddit, you can't get at her anymore.
Yep. And wife your clickbait.
Wipe your clickbait. Yeah.
She's not just a thumbnail anymore.
Yeah. So exactly. So we need the curly-headed overlord here. She's always gonna be here now, locked in, locked out. So we'd be great. And shout out to Advocates for Weed, everyone. Shout out to Advocates for Cannabis.
Cannabis. Now, so the White House did put in a submission though to kind of renounce this type of rule.
Really?
Yeah, so the White House is jumping out in front of this.
Interesting.
I don't think it's going to get anywhere for her. But, however, as much as people can say, oh, poor Kari Richardson.
Yeah.
This makes her brand name.
Oh, no, this makes her look better. Yeah, for sure.
And granted, her real dream is obviously to be a track star.
Yeah.
I don't know how old she is.
She's young. She's young.
Yeah.
She's like, let's see age.
Get her.
But I think
so she's got time for it, maybe, hopefully.
I think because she just got out of college.
Right here.
Out of college. Let's see here.
But she's going to be brand name all the time now. This is going to be easy. Oh, 21.
She's 21, dude. She'll be back next year.
Yep. 4
years, she'll be 25. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Yeah.
But so you do. It's always kind of weird, I think, when you get put in the mud of. But this isn't even an American politics thing, though.
No.
The Olympic Committee is actually it's an international thing.
International Olympic Committee, yeah. So yeah. I mean, but let's be frank, right? They kind of do bow out at the face of world powers: America, China, Russia.
Sure, like you think America kind of spin it.
Yeah, a little. I'm sure they can have some hand in the pot of the rules of some degree, right?
It just matters how far does it go. Like, do we try to get coke in while we slide marijuana in with this?
I mean,
and then people, and then in LA, mushrooms are like the biggest thing now.
Yeah, imagine if you get caught with mushrooms in your system before you're trying to run track. Just like you're just like running sideways and shit. You're like, I'm trying to get to the goal, man. Just like. I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? But Sha'Carri Richardson, I mean, she definitely made a name for herself. If she did run again in Tokyo and then won after she found out she was smoking weed, that would have made her even better, like 1,000 times better. And she would have been in music videos, I swear. She would have been in Rick Ross music video very soon. But I mean,
well, you're trying to say that she's not though. She's probably gonna be.
She's still gonna be, but she would have been even that much more.
Right. So, I'm surprised that the U.S. they even pushed past it. They could have given her a chance at the relay, and they didn't even put her name on the list. And she was our fastest runner.
Wow.
So if you have someone who just won the 100, and now she's going to do the last, she should be in the final leg of our 400 by 4x1. I can't believe. I guess the Olympic people are such pussies.
Yeah,
with controversy.
They're totally a bunch of pussies.
They don't like to walk into any of it. And what's stupid as a fan, the controversies are our favorite part.
Oh yeah,
that's what was so much fun about Michael Phelps. He's winning all the medals and he's smoking bongs.
Yeah,
we like that.
Wait. Did he get his medals taken away?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got taken away.
But I mean, he got all.
But America knows what's good.
I think he got him taken away, right?
Because
he got caught after everything, right?
Yeah. I thought he kept some, right? Wait, hold on. Did he?
Well, I mean, all I know is that didn't hurt his brand.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It made him better. It hurt him for like 12 seconds, and everyone was like, he's fine. Will not be stripped of his medals. Will not be stripped of his medals. So he got caught after the fact. First of all, let's talk about. So he was smoking bongs probably during swimming. I don't know how he did. He went all the way to the Olympics.
No, I think everybody gets tested. You know he was getting tested.
He was getting tested. Everyone's getting tested. But
she got caught smoking weed in her system on race day.
Yeah.
When she won. That's what's so cool about it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean that's tough, man. That's tough.
He got caught smoking a bong at a college house.
After the fact.
Months after it.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, dude, so Michael Phelps is fine. I mean, okay, whatever.
I think he ends up coming out and saying like, I've used marijuana.
Yeah.
That's been my thing.
Right. And everyone was like, all the Midwestern Christians were mad at him for like 12 minutes, and then we were like, he's still Michael Phelps. He's still in the McDonald's commercials. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine. And Sha'Carri Richardson, I don't. Not too many people are mad at Sha'Carri Richardson. I just saw the comments, and people are just like, well, rules are rules. I'm like, shut the fuck up. We get it, but it's just like, and we get it, but it's just like, dude, like, I don't know. It just would have been better if she would have ran.
I do think people need to stop who would try to make it about race, though.
No, it's not about race.
It's like, dude, this is about marijuana and how it's just been kind of overly looked at.
Yeah.
As a person who marijuana does not work well for, I get why it's heavily looked at.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
it's not gonna make you a faster runner.
No. We'll be all right.
No. So speaking of race, let's talk about Rachel Nichols. So Rachel Nichols gets caught on off mic. She's talking about she's talking about the new female black reporter. I forget it, Nicole something whatever, and basically says that like she gets caught talking to someone off mic saying like, hey, well, you know, I get ESPN is trying to, you know, diversify their cast and their staff or whatever, but she's not gonna take my spot, not my spot. And she got, I mean, that happened. She got caught, and now she's not working the NBA Finals anymore on ESPN. And well, that was really interesting because like we had a conversation about this.
Yeah.
And you know, she was literally in her conversation saying that like, listen, like, you know, I get the whole diversity play. I am here because of the diversity play that ESPN created. Like, I am a woman working in NBA sports, for God's sake, a white woman, and she's basically like now in that position, and I get it. But like when in 2020, when everything was happening, and we wanted to diversify and add more black people, black women, and people in these power in these positions, you know, some jobs were being taken away, and some or not being taken away, but like moved, and sections were removed, and Rachel Nichols' spot was being, you know, was being threatened, and she got a little disappointed about it.
Well, your job is always going to be threatened,
right,
by everyone and anyone,
all the time,
because there's only one mic. You know, Smart Mom, we have two mics.
Yep.
But people are always scared about getting their mic taken away, especially in all these jobs, right? Mm-hmm. It's the NBA Finals courtside job. Yep. Everybody's going to be trying to eat at you.
Yep.
And so, you know, younger, smarter, prettier, all that stuff is scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Rachel Nichols is old. She's like getting older now. Yeah, whatever.
Well, she's a 46-year-old reporter.
Yeah, like,
and you got to expect that there's. I don't know how old the other girl is, but I'm gonna assume
she's younger.
She's younger.
She absolutely is younger.
And at some point, you got to realize that it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, the other lady's name was Maria Taylor. And she, you know, very good reporter. I heard her speak before many times, and you know. See, you can click her age for me real quick. For 87, so she's what, 30? She's 34. 34. So I mean, 34 versus a 48-year-old. So I mean, we're talking.
But even 34, she's put in her due.
Put in her time, dude. Maria Taylor has been there for a long time. I've seen her on ESPN.
34 is actually a relatively old reporter, I would say. Someone, if you were gonna get your job, really, if like inappropriately interrupted by a younger person,
20, 25, younger.
Yeah, I would go, what are you talking about? Someone who's put in as 34.
Yeah.
That's actually that's putting in your due.
Right.
Now, I get it. When you have pressure on you, you're sometimes going to say the wrong thing.
Sure.
Because you're going to feel all these external things.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think that ESPN would be able to take her out with another, like a blonde white chick.
Right.
Because we all do know that, like, the conversations are happening at the top where they're like, hey, ESPN is getting pushed on to say, where is the diversity in a sport that is diverse? Yeah. Like, there's no white people that play this sport. Like, like 90% of the league is African American.
Yeah.
And all the white people are from Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
And don't speak English.
Yeah.
So why would you have some, like, probably Midwestern white girl be speaking at this event? And why is she there? Because she's highly qualified. She's put in her dues. She's coming up through the ranks. Yeah. But at the same time, there's also people that are going to come down the line that are now ready to do it.
Yep.
And you're going to lose your job.
Yep.
Now,
or you're going to have spots moved. Whatever.
Now, would I have said what she said? No way, because you know darn well you're going to lose your job.
Totally fucked, yeah.
But I also think that it's weird that she gets so denounced for saying something that, like, other levels of positions can say.
Yeah.
Like, the executives could say, hey, when this girl is up for her job position to be moved, let's make sure that we think about diversity in the next solution for this job. Because there's an inequity of who's in this, who's saying who about what's happening.
Right.
It's like, yo, there's all African Americans playing this sport. Why do we have a white female doing this job? When the next job happens, let's think about that. But if she says it, then immediately she's fried as almost being, like, seemingly racist.
Yeah. And like, to be frank, like, I get what she's saying, and I don't really think her comments are like that racist or whatever. But I do find this interesting is that, like, she literally says in her comments, like, she's like, ESPN is trying to play their thing with diversity, which got me a job, by the way.
She does address it, so you got to give her some.
Who got me a job, and like now she's like, you get like the same concept of that got me a job. They're trying to book someone else in my spot. So but you're doing that, and then you're pitting her against someone else, another woman, by the way, which we don't want. And then, like, you have this inner battles between, like, you know, my spot. Is
it even this other girl's job? Do we even know that she's for sure getting the next segment?
Well, no. They're both analysis, and they're going to work, like, the interviewing, like, the NBA final players once they walk off the court and stuff. So, like, whoever gets that interview is either Rachel Nichols' job and now Maria Taylor's job. So, like, that's a big thing because all the cameras are on you after the game is over, and you're talking to, like, Giannis.
But she was feeling pressure that, like, she was starting to lose that mic time
because of ESPN is playing a diversity.
But this lady was already, like,
she
her
was there because
coworker,
of diversity.
like, she was already there.
She wasn't there like 4 years ago. It was a dude. It was a white dude. And then they said, no, we need a woman. And then she got there. And now they're like, no, we need a black woman. And she got, ugh.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the diversity topic is always, I think, a good one to discuss.
Yeah.
I don't think enough people are willing to actually, like, confront it.
Yeah.
In the way that, like, when someone even brings it up, it's you immediately get cut.
Yeah.
It's like immediately just popped off. Because this Maria lady one day could be like, but, like, they're trying to push this Asian lady into my spot. And then we'll cut her immediately.
Yeah,
it's like, no, give everyone time to breathe a little bit.
Right.
But at the same time,
you know, and you know, and I'm not I don't think it's all that, like, it's not like a racially exclusive for what I'm trying to say. Like you said, like the guy before Rachel Nichols,
everyone's waiting to get got with the whole racial.
Right. Like the guy before Rachel Nichols was like, they're trying to push these women in here. God, they're like, I can't believe this. Gone. So,
God.
And then, like, like you said, like, it's probably an Asian woman next. And then they got, like, and the black girl's like, oh, gone. So I don't get, and it just circles right back to the white guy. And after that, so.
Because you know darn well that there's, like, a group of people that are saying, do you realize that there's no transgenders on the mic at ESPN?
And at the NBA Finals game. It's just like,
so that is the America we live in. That's the reality of it.
Oh, my God.
And they're dealing with all of those conversations.
Yeah.
And so, one, I actually think it's appropriate to talk about it.
Yeah.
But there is a huge level of discrediting this Maria Taylor lady by just ultimately saying she has the job because she's black.
No, that's not true. Because
she has the job primarily because she's a hot female.
No, but in all seriousness, I've seen her, like, she's good. She's good at what she does. She's very smart.
Sorry, I spoke out of turn. And that's smart and mild. So I was mild there. My apologies.
This is what we do. We make mistakes in smart mild.
Should we change this to a blue background and a podium? And I can say, you know what? I misspoke off topic there. I really do apologize. I discredited her future and her past experience based on the fact that she was a very attractive young lady. My apologies. To America.
Yeah. And I'm your wife in this situation going like, anything else you want to say, honey?
Yes. No. I'm good. So thank you so much for my apology. But okay, so on to her career.
I'm your wife in this situation. Goes, my husband, he's very nice. He didn't do anything. He wants the best, and thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And just walk away, and get shit on Twitter after that, and all of a sudden everyone's talking about your wife.
And we have 3 puppy dogs, and he's so nice to all of them. And he's like the greatest guy.
He is such a great role model for our son. And our son is growing up to be a great male. And
no, but we're trying to talk about the prostitute that he was having sex with last week behind your back.
He is a great role model for our son. It's just like the craziest shit.
No, but he had racial slander slewed throughout his text messages for the last 3 years while he was president.
Our neighbors think he is the greatest. It's fucking crazy. Like, all these people make excuses for everything. And, it's amazing. Like, Rachel Nichols, she went on her podium on ESPN earlier. And it was because,
she got podium.
And
this is a big thing. I want to see more podiums. I want to see more blue background, old school. We discussed this, I think, earlier. Tiger Woods, I think, was our last blue background podium.
Yep.
And we need to see more of that.
We need to see more. And so it was interesting. Is like they didn't let her do the pod. It was her, I think, Paul Pierce, I think, and Kendrick Perkins. And then I fucking
wait. So Paul Pierce went behind her?
No. They did. She did her apology. She was for some reason she was on the far left of the
But
screen.
Paul Pierce went wife? He played wife?
No, listen. So this is how the apology with it. She was on the far left side for some reason. I thought she was supposed to be in the middle when you're making an apology, but whatever. I think Paul Pierce was in the middle. Somebody was in the middle, and then Kendrick Perkins was on the right. So she speaks for maybe like 12 seconds. She goes, "I'm sorry, for my comments. Maria Taylor, she's a great reporter." And then stops. And then Kendrick Perkins goes, "I know Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols and every time Kendrick Perkins talks, I want to bark, but whatever." And then it's just like, I know your heartfelt apology is great, and then I don't want to hear shit.
I would go Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal. If I ever got podium one day, dude, and I was on ESPN, I'd be like, "Yo, Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal, I need you guys."
I would love to hear what Charles Barkley has to say. Like, immediately after she apologized, she's like, "Okay, Rachel, we know you done it, but you did fuck up, And just like we just keep like, it is what it is. But sometimes we do make mistakes. But when you talk about black people, it's just like sometimes it happens like that, So it happens like that sometimes. Yeah, so we're really excited. We're really excited for this new week. Freaking Rachel Nichols, Maria Taylor. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I don't really care at the end of the day. But it was fun. It was fun to see that. I'm not gonna lie. Dude. So I'm trying to figure out, it's something. I don't know. Talk about the DC thing. We'll talk about that later. But this weekend.
Yeah.
Big fight coming up. Big fight coming up. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
We're really pumped to that.
Number 3,
the trilogy. Now,
Conor McGregor really has to do this now, or else does it kind of ends him.
So he lost his past 3 fights. He lost to he lost to Khabib. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. Then he came back and beat Cowboy, which barely counts because he was already crap and retired and sucked and old. And then he came back and lost to a real fighter, which Dustin Poirier too.
Yeah.
So we knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. When he came back and fought a real fighter, he was gonna fucking lose.
Yeah.
Because he took too much time off and he's rich, and sometimes what happens is you get rich and fat. It is what it is. You get rich and fat. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Rich and lazy, essentially. You don't stick to the craft. So I want to see Conor come back in this fight. Like I really want to and I'm not even a fan of him, but I do want to see him really I really want to see him show up.
Well, because this Dustin Poirier guy isn't as entertaining as Conor, right?
Yeah. So
Conor is such a showman. It is fun to have him around.
Yeah. No, and it is. I gotta give him credit. And I see what he's done with the UFC. Yeah, I mean, beat Jose Aldo. I never saw that coming. Beat Eddie Alvarez. Didn't see that coming. I mean, my God, like he showed up. He was like one of the biggest trash talkers for UFC. He showed up and did his thing. I get it. Awesome. Right. But you know, as a fight fan who's in it. The fight fan who's in it, he fell off. And
so it's time for him to go. Yeah, it's just over.
Because there's a difference between like I get it, like it's like from the outside and the inside. Like as people who know the UFC and everything, we'll see how this goes, you know. And if Conor McGregor wins, awesome, it's gonna be dope. But Dustin Poirier is a damn good fighter. He knows how to strike. He knows how to wrestle. He knows what's good. He beat Justin Gaethje really bad, and Justin Gaethje was supposed to be the #1 contender after Khabib left. But we don't know what the fuck happened to Justin Gaethje.
Who has the ability to entertain the way that like McGregor entertains in that world?
Right now in the UFC, no one.
So
that shows up like that. No.
What's so weird about it is that's where like the Logan Pauls and Jake Pauls are really fulfilling a huge need in the boxing world, right?
Yeah.
In a weird way, they're kind of bringing it back, and I know a boxing fan would hate that idea.
100%.
But as a novice fan, that's kind of all we're there for, is that fun little build-up.
Shock value. No, and I get it. Like it's like for instance, like people love to watch Francis Ngannou fight because that fool just hits like a fucking Mack truck. He barely says anything, but you just want to see him just fucking Luke Cage a motherfucker, just bam, like Iron Fist, just bam, and like you see the way he just uppercutted fucking not Rosenstrike, but oh my God, I'm losing his name. Well, you just uppercut some motherfuckers, whatever.
Who's the balls not hot guy?
Derek Lewis. So
that guy is awesome. So dude, I love that dude.
Let's talk about that, right? So oh my God, so did you hear about the whole heavyweight contender shit going down?
Don't know anything about it.
Okay,
I like the game, but I don't know as much about you.
I'm disappointed as Francis Ngannou is about this. Okay, so long story short, right? Francis Ngannou, big dude from Cameroon, buff motherfucker, knocking everybody out left and right. Knocked out the champion Stipe. Great fashion, great stuff.
The only way to really have fans is be able to stay on your feet and knock someone out.
But no, this dude is like just jacked. This
so he's that guy.
He is the heavyweight champion, just buff. Anyway. So long story short is he was waiting to fight the winner of Cormier versus Stipe for like almost 2 years because they were trying to finish their trilogy, and one was always hurt, one had the eye issue, whatever. Almost 2 years. Finally gets the title shot, beats Stipe, knocks him the fuck out, right? Not too long ago, and he's like getting ready to prepare for his next fight, his next bout, to defend his belt.
Sure.
And it was supposed to be like everyone was circulating. It's supposed to be against Derek Lewis. But we don't know what happened, and I guess like long story short is Derek Lewis got booked with this guy named Cyril Gane, whatever his name is, another big jack fool that just knocks people out, right? And it got set up as an interim title fight, which is essentially like the belt before the belt, right? It doesn't really exist, but whatever. But whoever wins that fights the champion. But and
it's already signed up in contract.
It's already signed up contract and announced.
So it's a semifinal.
Yeah, exactly. But like that's not supposed to happen unless the champion is like can't fight or is hurt, right? But the champion was available. But so
they're just holding it off.
So so Francis is pissed because he was actually available. He wanted to fight on September, and they booked the interim champion fight in August.
So he should have got the title.
Should have got
the title shot.
No. Francis Ngannou should have been defending his title in September.
Got it. Okay.
They booked an interim title fight without the champion in August. So Francis Ngannou got pushed back.
Would he have wanted that fight?
Yeah, he wanted to fight in September. He wanted to fight Derek Lewis.
So the champion wanted to fight, and they wouldn't give him a chance?
Yeah, so there's an issue with...
Because I could see how he'd push it back to say, I don't know.
Not ready, whatever.
Whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But no. He, like, I guess, okay, because here was the supposed issue in circulating around the web, right? Basically, Dana White in the UFC approached Francis Ngannou to fight in August. And he said, no, I can't fight in August, but I will fight in September. And they say, okay, you ready to fight September? And then they go, and then all of a sudden they just book the interim title fight for Lewis and Gane. And then they're like, not Ngannou, Cyril Gane. And then they're like, Francis Ngannou got caught offside. Like, what the fuck? Like, why did you book this? Now I have to wait even longer for Mike to defend my belt.
Wow.
And someone else is getting a shot at my interim title belt. What the fuck is going on? You know? So there's like a controversial spot there.
But they get just owned by Dana White. So it's like, you just gotta, you're dealing with it.
You fucking deal with it. So there's, I mean, listen, I love the UFC, but like there is some issues when it comes to rankings and championship fights.
So then did Derek Lewis end up getting knocked out?
No. This is gonna happen in August. Derek Lewis is doing his thing. He's doing well. He's been winning a lot of fights.
But he doesn't have like a perfect record, right?
No.
Because it's gotten a little dicey.
Yeah, I think he did he fight. He fought Ngannou but lost by decision.
Oh.
But like that was, I think that was a little while ago. I don't know if that was last year.
Because he's the perfect guy that if he did have the belt, that gives it legs.
No, for sure.
Because he's that personality. His Instagram is fire.
Right. So I was listening. So what the idea might be is, so there's a couple things at play here. So Derek Lewis, very well known, and especially in Texas where he's from, Houston. They wanted to book something in Houston like as soon as possible. They wanted his name on it, and I think what it came down to is they wanted Derek Lewis's name on it. Francis Ngannou couldn't fight in August, but they had to have Lewis Houston, whatever it was, is Lewis Houston, and they booked Lewis Houston for a fight with someone else. Introduced it as a headliner. It couldn't be a regular fight because it's almost like the number 2 versus the number 3. They booked it as an interim championship fight over the Amanda Nunes fight that was supposed to be headlining.
Okay.
So they just kind of like, I think what it basically, long story short, was just a marketing ploy. When
is there going to be an overwhelming mutiny of where a real fighter realizes what Logan Paul's doing and they just do their own thing? When they say, "Hey, Dana White,
well, I mean,
we'll do this ourselves."
Well, I mean, that's essentially.
Is that what they did there?
That's kind of what Conor McGregor did, right?
Oh,
when he went off to boxing, what he did, which is actually pretty smart, is he took Dana White with him.
Oh, okay.
Right. I mean,
But he played his hand a little bit.
So I think first step one is you got to get popular, right?
Yeah.
So you got to get popular with the fans outside of the UFC, because like Conor McGregor is known much further outside of the UFC.
Yeah.
Not too many people know a lot of other UFC fighters that are even like, not they know the popular ones. They don't know like the people that are in it.
Sure.
And so I think that's starting to happen because the rankings are weird. People are just saying, screw this, I'm gonna sign with PFL, One Champion, or some other promotion, because they're like, screw this, the pay sucks, the this, the that. But the reality is UFC is the mixed martial arts company of America,
and it still holds the belt.
The number one organization for mixed martial arts in America. And if you want to get your name recognized in America for MMA, you go through the UFC.
Is there international versions that are different? The UFC only live?
These are all private promotions. So I mean, UFC is the number one in probably the North America plus Canada, but there's others like PFC, something like UFL, something like that.
But does the United States really own mixed martial arts?
No, absolutely not.
But for the highest title, or no? Like, is the Super Bowl only here? Or is there other places?
So One Championship has like all these divisions, and they have the championship belts and everything.
Yeah.
And I would argue that they're almost just as good as UFC, but they're hosted over in China. They're over in China,
okay.
Japan, and all those places over in Asia. That's probably the second biggest organization, other than maybe Bellator, that's in the U.S. But Bellator doesn't have the same amount of like quality fighters. UFC fighters usually like retire and then go to Bellator. They kind of go down to Bellator. So I would say like anything that's maybe tier to tier is probably UFC and One Championship, and that would be amazing to have them, like the fighters of each division, fight each other. But the thing is about One Championship is they have slightly different rules, right? Like for instance, you can knee someone to their fucking face when they're on the ground in One Championship. You can't do that in UFC though.
Oh, wow.
So if someone has their hands planted on the ground, you can fucking knee their face.
Oh my god!
In One Championship, you can't do that in UFC because that's like bad.
Do you watch One Championship?
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay.
Oh fuck yeah, big time. It's actually, in my opinion, even better.
So those fighters never cross.
No,
because it's actually a contract that you're tied to.
Yeah. Once you're done with your contract, you can go whatever you want. So, like for instance, like this fighter named Eddie Alvarez that fought Conor McGregor. He's over in one championship.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, he's a huge name.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse. He's over in one championship. Fighters go over there sometimes. And some fighters, go, whatever. So, but and there's different rules and things like that. So, I mean, it happens.
Okay.
And Mighty Mouse is doing really well over there. So, I mean, he's kicking ass.
But are all the show times kind of weird?
Yeah, it's totally weird. So I'll watch them online after the fact. But what's cool about One Championship versus UFC is they have mixed martial arts, they have Thai, they have boxing, they have kickboxing, and they'll host them on the same card. So they'll be like one fight is kickboxing, one fight's Thai Muay Thai.
Oh, that's sick.
One fight's MMA.
I like that.
It's dope. I actually really like that idea, and I'm surprised they don't do that in the UFC because UFC actually owns like kickboxing promotions, Thai Muay boxing promotion because they want to like fucking like.
But they want everything to be UFC.
They want it
which
all.
is like just whatever. It's
they're
a street brawl.
They're trying to like McDonald's at all, like in the MMA. They're trying to buy all MMA in America.
I do like how at UFC though, instead of always compartmentalizing it, they're saying they actually like to have a different fighter style against a fight.
Yeah.
They like, this guy's kind of more of a boxer, but this guy's like a mixed martial arts guy. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So it's all about entertainment at the end of the day, and like so that's the thing. That's the thing about it though, because it's all entertainment at the day. The rankings don't always make sense. So for instance, like in this fight, even though Conor McGregor is coming off of a loss, a win, and a title fight loss, a win, and then a loss. If he wins again, he gets a shot at the title, which probably wouldn't make sense. Like who else is on the lightweight belt right now? Let me see. I have to check it. I have to double check it. But it might not make sense in normal. Like if he wasn't Conor McGregor, that wouldn't make sense. He would have to fight at least one more time to get the title shot.
Because they own the rank,
right? And
so they're gonna say we're gonna keep this guy because of his clout, up top because he's dollar signs,
right.
And a Conor McGregor fight will always make more money than everybody else.
Always make money. Even when he retired, they kept him on the ranks for so long. When Khabib and Henry Cejudo fucking retired, they dropped him off the ranking so fucking quick it wasn't even funny.
Well, because to a novice watcher like mine, it's a boring. The on the ground stuff gets really boring really quick.
But dude,
to the person that likes it, they think that's the most fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's this because you see someone either doing judo, wrestling, jiu-jitsu on the ground, and people who don't understand, they're just like, what the fuck are these five fools having gay sex on the ground? And then you're just like, no, like look at these guys, like what they're doing. He's pulling guards, pulling the leg. He's like, you're gonna choke him. He's like all this shit, and then like,
right.
And I get it, but like but at the same time, it's like,
Well, that's how I am when I'm watching football. Is I actually love watching a defensive battle.
Yeah.
When everybody at the bar is
like
screaming,
boring.
"This is boring," blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, this is one of the best games I've ever seen.
Totally. Like a defensive head coach would be coming and like watching that one Rams Patriots game. Yeah. And then but like everyone else was like, Jesus Christ, this is the most boring thing ever.
Yeah.
So it's just like that.
Yeah, and then it is tough because you do see sometimes the sport just totally juice up the wide receivers, the quarterbacks, and trying to like air the ball out when you're like, dude, the most fun battle is actually a running back just like bashing his head, trying to make it happen.
Yeah. I always get like it's weird like when football games coming together and they just can't get off the fact of like quarterback versus quarterback, even though a quarterback is not on the field at the same time as the other quarterback. They're fighting each other. Like it's like Peyton versus Manning versus.
And sometimes it's like
Brady.
the least athletic person on the field that everyone's talking about.
Manning versus Brady they're the most unathletic football players on the field when they play each other.
Like every single person on the field would be an Olympic athlete in any sport that they decide, and then the quarterbacks are like these like geriatric old people that hardly can get off a bench.
Right.
Can throw a ball. That's cool. Yeah. They throw the ball.
Yeah.
But everyone's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, how mad would you be when you're like literally the specimen of a human that's never been seen on Earth before, that's faster, stronger than anybody in the world.
In like 23, and your quarterback's like 45, and you're just like, what? Like, dude, like, and he's like, so.
And you're like, UFC put me in a cage with this man.
Yeah. And all fucking TNT can't keep talking about is like Peyton versus Manning, like, or Brady versus Manning. Like, I can't believe it. It's like, dude, like, what about me?
And that's why Aaron Hernandez hung himself.
Exactly. So, you can't get the credit. Bye. So we wish him all the best.
We wish him all.
We wish him all the best. People talk about people not getting credit. What's up with those cops that fucking have resigned from the DC Police Department that no one's ever talking about? Not getting credit.
I even checked that the title on one of the things. It was even back in May when 70 people have already like retired from the DC Police.
Like I'm trying to figure like they fucking revoked investigating the January 6th commission. All these cops resigned. We have videos of these motherfuckers letting motherfuckers in. All their shit went down. This was a fucking Capitol building.
2 or 3 cops have killed themselves.
The fucking got shot. So what's going on here? Does anyone know?
What is so difficult too is we ultimately make it so political. Mm-hmm. The right's like stopping all of this as if they think that they did something wrong, which they might have.
I mean, if you're stopping something, you look guilty as fuck.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
But I think both sides should be like, we just need to run its course because it's going to get messy all around of who let this through.
Right.
But it is so interesting to me that something can happen in blatant sight in front of all of our eyes.
TV, cameras, everything.
And we just let it kind of run. And if the media doesn't really pick up on it, we think it's a mute story. Mm-hmm. When it might have been one of the most important stories that happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of important. You know,
and even the people that got inside were surprised.
Yeah,
they
were like, "Oh shit,
how did this happen?"
Like, "Oh fuck, like what do we do now?" Like literally.
So, I mean, I think I think that's going to be one of those things that in 10 years will be more looked at as, "Whoa, this was different than what we initially thought on the surface level."
Yeah,
and I don't know who's going to get hit.
It's always like after the fact. It's like, "Hey, like, remember that?" Like. Guess what happened? This is what happened 10 years later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're just finding out. I was watching this video about what happened to not Queen Elizabeth, but Princess Diana. I didn't know she was married to the king, and then like they got divorced that they weren't supposed to, and then like it was like some crazy controversy and all this shit, and then all of a sudden after that she got in an accident. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Everybody calm. What? I all I remember was like something Mercedes accident in a tunnel. And I was like, what?
Yeah, and then Meghan Markle was like, well, I didn't even know there's publicity around this job.
I didn't know you get a divorce and why are people talking about me?
But you're right where, the paparazzi killed her. And I mean, that was one of the things that was so crazy about it. And they don't even know if it was an inside job with the way
the fucking king,
with the way that it went down, like where it got that messy, where she might have been off by the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like okay, like so we're
because they did do it dirty. Like basically, it's like okay, so now you drive under a bridge and then you're dead.
Yeah,
or into a tunnel.
By the way, Mercedes S-Class, which is quite literally the most safest car at that time that you could possibly have.
Was she didn't have a seatbelt on? What was the deal with that?
I don't know. That dude.
I think we need to be like really Princess Diana truth tellers here.
Word.
I think we need to investigate the right way on what's going on.
Princess Diana, Britney Spears, protect all women.
Come on.
All women. Yeah, all women. Yeah. So I mean, my God, we got to protect them. Okay, who else is gonna do it?
Yeah. And that's why we are voting for Caitlyn Jenner for governor.
Caitlyn Jenner, protect Meghan Markle. All these women. Protect Kim Kardashian. All of them. You know. So I mean, my goodness. So, speaking of crazy women, 4th of July happened this over the weekend. Wow, Cam
was having a great time.
I was wild, and fireworks everywhere, and crazy stuff. Fireworks weren't allowed in LA, but I saw a lot of fireworks here.
They're not allowed.
Not allowed because fires.
Oh, but did any fires happen?
Maybe
it's not burning.
Not that I know, but there was a lot of fucking fires. I saw someone literally like right in front of where we were. They light a firework and it like fell. So like when it popped, it like they hit like one of the things like just like hit him and he was like running away. He was like he was fine. He kept running. But damn, dude, this thing's dangerous.
And you know why to never get a dog is for you're never that person who's like, oh well, I can't go to your 4th of July celebration because my dog does get pretty scared, and I'm gonna be there to comfort my dog all night.
Oh my God, it actually just dawned upon me that I was hanging out with this one girl who was literally watching dogs, and then she hung out with me the whole time. While firework for 4th of July was going on, I just thought about that. Anyway,
and she let the dogs just free.
Horrible dog owner, but horrible. I mean, do not let your dog stay with this girl. Because I mean, she was Yeah.
She didn't care about the dog.
No, I didn't give a fuck about the dog. She just wanted the money. So just get, I mean, whatever. So, you know.
Were the dogs going crazy?
Who knows? Who knows? She found out after the fact.
Oh, she was house sitting, but she wasn't at the house.
She wasn't at the house. So,
dog owners would be mad at that.
Dog owners would be very mad, especially 4th of July. I'm sure that was like one of the biggest things because I'm going out for 4th of July, watch my dogs. 4th of July, pop fireworks. They know.
Because there was literally this one girl at my family's house that was like, yeah, my dog just hasn't been able to sleep for days. And it's like, it'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
The trauma.
Yeah, listen, I get it, you know, but like, yeah, I just don't I don't think we care about that story. That's what it comes down to.
I don't get it.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry, and I have dogs. I love dogs, but like at the same time, like he's like, it is what it is. 4th of July, it's gonna pop, and I can't cover their ears because they don't like those things. When you put something over their head, they go, rah, so they're gonna knock it off anyway. So what the fuck am I gonna do? 4th of July. So anyway, 4th of July was crazy. My man's got married. Shout out my man's. And correlated overlord. Engaged. The correlated overlord. Doing big things. This set might look different soon. It might be a whole house. I mean, my goodness, they're gonna bring in. There might be like babies running around.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Carriages.
I mean, my God. Then they're gonna send me to take care of the babies on 4th of July, and then I have to abandon them on accident. Sorry, I was partying. Don't maybe take care of your babies. So yeah, man, it was crazy. Anything else you want to talk about? Oh my God. So, we had a couple of lessons. You know, don't pay full price for anything anymore.
Never.
We're done.
We'll just keep on making deals.
Done paying full price.
Ask more questions.
I just fucking found out, and I'm gonna put this out on air. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I mean,
it's 51 minutes in.
51 minutes. Yeah, we have enough time. So I don't know. I didn't get played, but I got like, what do you call it? It's like, I don't know. I just got homeowned. You know what I mean? Like I just got like landlorded. You know what I mean? That's what happened.
Yeah.
I got landlorded. And like I found out that like long story short is essentially my landlord pays no rent because I pay all his rent. I found that out. And
well, that's what's a good thing about having such a long lease. This person's been around for a bit.
And yeah, so he's been around for a bit. He had a cheap rent, and I'm thinking like because this is in a nice neighborhood, I pay half of his rent and he pays the other. No, I pay for all of his rent. And but it was a mistake that you got in on that, like that you learned it. It was not necessarily a mistake. It was like just a more like a clarification to the property management company. You were just looking at the price. You're saying, "Wait, what's this?" That's you're like, right. You're like, "This is my rent," and he's like, "No, this is our rent." Our rent, and I found, and it's a fucking $150 difference. Like, no, $125 difference. So he pays $125. My landlord pays $125 in rent, and I pay the rest of it. What does he pay for light and water and all that? Yeah, he pays light and water. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Just keep the water on. Yeah, and it was funny. He got mad at me for leaving the lights on the other day, and I was like, "Bitch, now I know. I'm gonna leave the bitches on the whole time." Anyway, so I found that out, and it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. I just found out, right? But now I know. In the future, don't pay full price. Ask for a negotiation. Ask for a lower price. Always negotiate. Always negotiate. There's rich people out here getting discounts on jewelry. If you can get discounts on fine jewelry. Fuck off. The price is not the price. Yeah. Get it lower, okay? And I'm telling all my listeners, all the people that are listening right now, sometimes the price ain't the price. I used to sell shit all the time. The price ain't the actual price. Ask for a lower price, okay? Just cut it. I don't just make a deal. It doesn't matter. You don't look like an asshole. You look like a person who's being reasonable, okay? Yeah, and then you don't have to be Cam who's paying all. You're the big money man. I'm paying all this man's rent, and I don't even have my own bedroom. Yeah. I don't want to talk about my living situation because I don't want anybody coming in and rob me. But I'm just saying that like I found that out, and like I don't know if I'm gonna use that to pimp somebody else out in the future, or I'm gonna use that to I don't know, give somebody a free opportunity. It's kind of a respectable thing that he's done. It is a little respectable. I gotta give him. He got you. It's credit. I gotta give him credit. He played the game. And he wasn't really trying to hide it either. No, he played the game. I fell into it. It is what it is. And I need the space for now. But I just know now that ask for a lower price.
Ask for a lower price.
Because you don't realize sometimes when you're actually your actual landlord is actually only paying $125 rent. When I would like him to actually pay maybe, I don't know, $300 maybe. Just being reasonable. So yeah. I just want to learn that lesson today, y'all. So,
yeah, we do like to leave you off with real knowledge.
Real knowledge.
Street smarts. But then also high-level Ivy League smarts.
Because it's smart.
And that's a blend of the middle right now.
Yeah,
because you gave them a business education and a street education.
Yep.
All in one.
Yep.
So that's why you come here. That's why you pay our sponsors the big bucks.
Yep.
So we appreciate that.
Big bucks.
So like and subscribe.
Yep.
Ring that bell. This was Smart Mouth Podcast.
This is Smart Mouth Podcast. Check us out. YouTube,
live from LA.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Come check us out. We're growing big. Big episodes coming out very, very soon. We're really pumped about that. And we'll see you guys soon. Big episodes coming soon too.
Over and out. Over and out.
Over and out. Smart Mouth. Peace.